I'm going to do a little video series on some portable 100 watt panels. Roughly, I've got a 200 watt folding solar panel right here. I've got a 120 watt blanket panel here. I've got a few blanket panels and a few folding panels. I've got some original 100 watt panels. I'm going to just do a test on all of them. I'm going to see which one performs the best. We have near perfect conditions. There is absolutely no clouds in the sky. It's relatively cool. It's about 55 degrees out right now. So these panels shouldn't get too warm. The hotter they get, the less efficient they get. But I just want to see, how do these panels do? So we're just going to set out all of the panels. I got an EcoFlow River Max that's partly drained, so that way it'll allow in the most amount of power possible. And this is rated to a 200 watt input, so it'll be able to handle all of these. So I'm going to be testing all of them off the exact same MPPT charge controller to make sure that everything is the same as much as possible. So stay tuned for this video. We're going to compare a lot of panels here. To go over the different brands here, up here on the top left, we've got a Rigid 100 from Powered Portable Solar. This has been the best performing 100 watt solar panel that I've ever used. We have a Flex 100 from Powered Portable Solar. I don't remember the brand on this one, so I'll put that here. This is a Corey. Then we get All Powers, Rock Pals, Sungzoo, All Powers, Power Film, and then Flex Solar. So we got 10 different panels here. And the Power Film is by far the most expensive. This is actually a 120 watt panel, and it's usually about $1,500. So very expensive. So if you appreciate me doing all of this testing for you, please go ahead and leave a thumbs up right now. On the All Powers, I have 2 of each. And that's actually the issue that I was having is none of these All Powers supplied any power at all. They did not put any charge into the unit at all. And I'll show you that here in a second as well. Hopefully they start working, but they were not. So let's go ahead and get into this. I'm going to go ahead and read off the power that's going into the system because you guys won't be able to see it because of the sun. Now, before I start doing this test, remember that these panels are flat on the ground. They're not at an ideal angle to the sun. So we're not necessarily testing their output overall. We're just testing how they compare to each other in the same condition. So let's go ahead and get started. Got the Rigid 100 right here. Also keep in mind, we haven't quite hit solar peak hours just yet. But this one is at 59. Here we got the Flex 100 at 57, almost the same as the Rigid. That's pretty nice. Now for this brand here, I had to make a special adapter. This is an Anderson to MC4, but the polarity is reversed because of how the connection works. So this should work now. This one, oh, it just went to 60. So getting 1 watt more than the Rigid 100. That's pretty impressive. Now this Corey unit actually has an XT60 connector. And so I'm going to go ahead and plug it straight in to the River Max. Okay, doing very well at 58 watts. Okay, now we're on to the All Powers. Remember, neither of these worked when I tried them. Getting nothing at all. Go ahead and take off this top one. Okay, I've got the second one here, the All Powers bifolding 100 watt. That one also not putting anything out at all. Pretty sad. Okay, on to the Rock Pals here, which is a quadra-folding 100 watt. Okay, also very nice at 59 watts. Okay, going down to the Sungzoo. This is a 100 watt blanket panel. I'm getting absolutely nothing there. Okay, so the Sungzoo is also dead. Okay, going to more All Powers. These are 100 watt blanket panels. Okay, getting absolutely nothing. Try the other one here. It's interesting because I'm getting the green light here on this little charger, which means it's producing power, but I'm not getting a charge at all from it. At least not enough to be able to charge up the River Max. Okay, nothing at all. Those two definitely don't work. And now the Power Film, and this one is 120 watts. Nice, all the way up to 69 watts. That one's doing very well. And we got the very last one, which is the Flex Solar. It's a 200 watt panel. It actually has kickstand built into it and everything like that. Beautiful. This one's getting 129 watts. So if we were to cut that in half, we're basically getting 65 watts because that's essentially two 100-watt panels. So the Flex Solar is performing very well. So those are the test results. It seems like the Rigid 100 and Flex 100 is still doing very well for not very portable, but kind of portable panels. Everything else here is considered portable. The 200-watt panel is pretty heavy, but it's nice that it has the built-in kickstand. And I'll have a review just on the Flex Solar as well as on the Power Film, this orange one back here, the Corey. I've got videos to film for just those as well to see how they do angled up and put into better conditions. Because I want to see how those do on their own, using their kickstand and everything like that to make sure that we're getting the proper angle. So those will have their own videos. But all in all, definitely stay away from anything All Powers, whether it's their solar generators, their solar panels. I've not had any good luck with any of the All Powers equipment. That's really pretty sad because I used to use their solar panels, and their older solar panels used to be really good. And anytime I've tried to reach out to get help, I've had a really bad experience, and a lot of other people, if you go read the comments on my All Powers Monster video, you'll see there's a lot of people that had bad experience as well. So the real question is, why would you need a portable solar panel? Well, something like this Rock Pals back here is going to be pretty compact, but still 100 watts. And that's really nice. Say you're going backpacking and you do need a decent amount of power. Well, that's going to supply it. Now, I personally use a 27-watt portable solar panel. It's just a small bifolding solar panel. And I use that because it has a USB connection that allows me to charge my radios as well as my cell phone, and makes things easy because it's just enough power to get those things charged up very easily, and it's very lightweight. That's not what this video is focused on, but basically the Sungzoo and All Powers are a no-go. This folding orange one was really good. There's also an X-Tar. I've done a video on that one, and that one works very, very well. I actually got 104 watts out of that 100-watt panel. But the problem is it uses an 8mm connection. And so really it's only designed to be used with systems that have 8mm connections, like the older and smaller Bluetti systems. The ultimate portable solar panel, as well as good output, as well as durability, hands down goes to the Power Film. You can go watch some videos on these. Actually take this solar blanket and shoot it with a bullet, and it still works perfectly fine. And that's because of how it's wired. Each one of these cells is essentially independent of each other, the tiny, tiny little cells. And it's completely flexible and foldable and rollable. You can stuff it into a sack and you're not gonna damage it. It's a very, very nice solar panel. And that's why it's used by the US military, because they know even if it gets shot, it's gonna work for them. But with that comes an extremely large price tag, because they're about $1,500 a piece. So that one was a little difficult to get. But this is stuff I do for you guys for this channel, so make sure you give a thumbs up. And if you like that, you also want to subscribe. But hopefully you found this helpful. This is just kind of a general overview of the panels I have on hand and how they're testing against each other. By having portable solar panels, it makes it really easy to grab and go. I know that I can charge my ham radios, I can keep my communication up. A lot of these portable solar panels actually have a built-in charge controller. I know the Flex Solar 100 has an optional charge controller that's built in, so you can either use that. So these are all different types of solar panels for different uses. But in the end, being prepared means having the equipment on hand right now. With just how the supply chain is right now, and personally being in the industry and knowing how things are going, you want to get this stuff sooner than later, is my personal opinion. That's why I got my house set up with an EcoFlow Delta Pro. I've got a Titan solar generator. I've got a high Solus. I have all of this backup power to make sure that no matter the situation, I can run everything that I need to run. And then I've got the solar panels to go with it. So check out that information at poweredportablesolar.com. If you have any questions, either comment down below or reach out by email at poweredportablesolar.com, and I'll be happy to help you with whatever you got questions about. So thank you so much for tuning in. Be prepared. I'll see you guys in the next video.